Hello, what's going on, guys? It's Will with DFS Army. I'm bringing you guys another video for this Saturday, July 8th. Fortunately, no NBA Summer League or WNBA boards, so all we're going to be working with here is MLB. Going to be giving 3 plays. Now, Kevin Gossman was at 7, just a phenomenal play that we had earlier. Actually was up for a while. Of course, now it has been bumped, getting a great match against the Tigers, and the line was just off. It's actually a minus 130 still on the 7.5 for the over. Now the picks that that are still available on the board, we're going to start with Marcus Semien, 8.5. Took this one on Friday and going right back to it, just in another phenomenal spot. Playing as the road team, so going to be getting all 9 innings, leadoff hitter for this Texas Rangers team. And it's going to be a great game environment for them once again. Currently, the Rangers are projected implied for over 5.5 runs at minus 125. And this Nationals ballpark for this game, 85 degrees with 6-mile winds blowing out currently projected. The weather should be fine, no signs of postponement. So just the matchup against Jake Irvin, very poor pitcher. He will walk guys, so that's why I do favor the fantasy score over the total bases, which this one's not bad either. It has minus 130 odds, but I also like the ability for Semien that has the ability to steal a base. So if you were to get one, obviously he's probably going to be going over this line because those are with 5 points. And Semien, if he's getting on base, that's 2. That's a way that you're working towards getting the over on this stat as opposed to this one where you can only, he needs to do damage with the bat, otherwise he's not going to be hitting this. But we've seen guys hit this, but not the total base props. And I think when you do have an environment like this one where the ballpark, the weather, the offense behind him as a leadoff guy, very good run chance, that it just suits him really well. About Jake Irvin's walk issues, 17th percentile there. And then over here with his walk odds are at plus 135 for the over, which is pretty good. And then stolen bases, he is at a plus 500. So not terrible at all here. The Nationals, typically it's Kerber Reed, who is not a good catcher, actually one of the worst ones in preventing stolen bases. So definitely good environment or good situation for that one. Now the second play, going to be going over the pitcher strikeout combos. So if you're in one of those states, right, this is actually one for you guys, but I love it. Doesn't matter where you are. This is a good prop. Over 11 strikeouts combined for Framber Valdez and Brian Wu. Taking a look at DK odds here. Brian Wu is a 125 on the over, 5.5. Framber minus 105 for 6.5. So if you just do the math, right, simply put, these guys, if they hit both unders, they get 5 and 6. That's 11. So that's still at least a push. And right now, Wu is favored a little bit more on the over compared to the under. And so if you do end up getting 6 and 6, 12, that's over. So pretty much, I would expect actually Valdez's odds to continue going or to improve. He has dealt with a ankle injury, but he was scheduled to start Thursday, but they're just giving him more days to rest. So I would expect him to be full go. Dusty Baker is a manager who pretty much lets his starters go out there and do over 100 if they can. Doesn't really limit them. And he's already said that he doubts he will pitch in the All-Star game. So Valdez should be totally fine here because All-Star break starting Monday. And Valdez, he expecting him to go 100 pitches probably this game, full go against the matchup against the Mariners here. Because of known limitations, I think this is probably, just going to be a line that feels a little bit too low for the type of pitcher here he is. Solid K percentile 68th with 59, chase rate 44, and then against left-handed pitchers. So this is starting June 1st. The Mariners, they are tied 10th here, but really the gap between, say, how they're listed as 11th up to here, right? It's just really little. It's less than 1%. So they are pretty much a top third of the league in terms of K rate against left-handed pitchers since the start of July or June. And taking a look at Brian Wu, so the Astros, they kind of have the opposite here. They do not K a lot. in the bottom third. And the thing though, why his line is still decent is this guy has shown just tremendous K stuff. He ranks now not as many starts as what a starter has had if they were to start the year in the majors, but this guy, his K rate is really good. Sure, you know, he's had a good match against the Giants, but the Nationals, they're not a heavy K team. Angels are, Texas kind of are, but he only went 2 innings because this is his first career start and basically just got blown up. So these other starts, it's pretty encouraging, right? Other than that one, he's pretty much just gone at least 5 Ks in all the starts, and all these numbers they back it up. Like when you have a good chase rate, good whiff percentage, Ks will come. And Brian Wu, he does have that K stuff against this Astros lineup where typically they will have some free Ks like Maldonado, and at 5.5, still no minus 120. It's decent. Like even if his odds start to shift under, well, one, not going to be as good of a play. But the reason why this is at 11 is because Frommer's odds they went up, and they only bumped Frommer individually 6.5, and then Wu was 5.5. So they forgot about that combo prop. So we're getting some value here. Now the last one is going to be this Nerfy, and I'm going to say that this is the least confident out of these three. If you look at the odds, it's kind of weird here. So this game is going to be in Miami, and Marlins Park, they are one of the best pitcher-friendly parks. So that's a huge thing. Like I wouldn't be taking this if it was in Citizens Bank. So when you look at the game, it has it at minus 110 only. And when he's at minus 110, it's not a good prop to play, but I actually think this is going to improve. So if you look at individual team odds, Miami is a plus 225 to score in the first, with the Phillies at a plus 230. Now, if you compare, let's just say, to the Guardians and the Royals, plus 195, plus 205. Both teams, not by a whole lot, but those are better odds for both sides to score in the first. And then going back to the combined ones, why is this a minus 110 when it has better odds? And this one is also minus 110. When you look at the individual odds, they are more likely to score. And so if they're at minus 110, how is this only a minus 110 as well? So I think there could be some mess up here. I mean, books, they rarely will make errors, but it does happen. I would imagine that this is going to become like a minus 125 at least or something. And because of the park, the Marlins usually, when teams play here, unless it's like the Athletics or a team that just doesn't have good pitching, you usually do see the unders favored here. So I think the odds are going to shift on this one, so I'm just going to go with it. In terms of these pitchers, so Ranger Suarez, Braxton Garrett, both are lefties. A little bit troublesome just because of these offenses. They've been pretty solid, like 5th and 6th in WRC plus. But also, when you are playing at a hitter-friendly park, it's going to be downgrade to the bats. And in terms of pitching talent, like these guys are no pushovers. Garrett, in terms of this year, Garrett's been the better pitcher than Suarez, but there are, they definitely have the talent. Rangers kind of been a bit inconsistent. Garrett has had K stuff. Gonna probably see Kyle Schwarber lead off, so it helps. He's not like a lefty killer or anything, but he's just pretty solid against both sides of the plate. Ranger better against the lefties, lefties. So again, the ballpark, I just think the odds are kind of wrong on this one. So least confident play because it is listed at minus 110, but definitely would like it more if the odds do shift. But because we just only have baseball pretty much to work with here, gonna need to give out something. And Semien, combo prop, I like those a lot better than this one, but want to throw in to give you guys the 3 picks. So these are the 3 for Saturday for July 8th. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like before we go. Check us out, description and link below if you're interested in joining. And look on the site once again. I will see you in the next video. Bye.